So let me give you. Why are you over there? My memory of the day. Let's see. Today is September 4th. This is day 60 of 366. Still staying in Memphis. Um, gonna go with getting to see Blind Mississippi Morris at the Blue City Cafe. Karen's mom, and myself. Uh, we had all gone into the cafe earlier in the afternoon for some food. They're famous for their tamales. Um, so I can't remember what everyone had. I think some tamales and barbecue stuff. But we got there earlier in the afternoon, had some food, and then we transitioned straight from there over to the uh, adjacent side where there was the performance area with stage and all that. And then we spent like the next 4 or 5 hours just listening to Blind Mississippi Morris play music. You know, he plays harmonica. Uh, I got to sip on a bunch of different, very decent bourbons while I was in there. Very dark, cool in the club. Super hot outside. Very dark. I mean, what you would picture for a blues type place. Um, and just enjoyed the whole atmosphere, the whole place. And then behind Mississippi Morris, who is an older guy. I don't know how old he is. Um, see, he is. He's 65. He's 65. Um, honestly, Steve looks older. You know, not sure. His entire uh history. If he's had any kind of yeah, I don't know anything about his real history, but I would have thought he was a little older. I would have thought he was in his 70s. Um, but plays harmonica, sings, great voice, and all that, and then him and Karen's mom wound up talking quite a lot. Like I think he played like 3 or 4 different sets, and he had 2 or 3 breaks in between. And in between the sets, pretty much every time, him and her were talking. Karen and her mom were out there dancing. Karen's mom doing a little dancing around, Karen doing her dancing, and and when he came off stage, he was sitting not too far away from us, and Karen's mom just wound up, going over to him and started talking to him, and he was totally down with it. Uh, and then later that night, I think we even wound up roaming. We wound up walking around the streets even more that night after we left the Blue City Cafe and catching some other performances um, on Bill Street. But the 5 hours or so that we were in that dark room, listening to him play various sets and Karen's mom talking to him and Karen dancing, was definitely a memorable time. And that is going to be my memory for September 4th.